for a tax-deductible donation to mightycause.com/silverspring. And we give all of tonight's tips to the comics. Tip in our virtual tip jar. I'll put it in the chat. mightycause.com/silverspring. And now let's get started with the comedy. Take it away, Stacy.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate it. Everyone, can we give Lisa a round of applause, everyone? Thank you, Lisa, for setting up these shows, for organizing everything. It's very appreciated. So thank you, Lisa.
And thank you, Stacy, for doing an awesome job on Gals and Giggles.
Thank you. Everyone, if you're joining us tonight, you have made probably the best choice you've made all week. It is 8:10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Well, if your child's an adult and they do comedy, there's a very good chance they could be on this show. So you are making a really good choice to tune in. My name is Stacy Axler. I'm the host of this show. I have had the joy of hosting these 3 Gals and Giggles comedy shows, and I can say with sincerity that all of these shows have just been totally wonderful. So I think you're in for a treat. We have a spectacular lineup that we've curated for you of some wonderful comedians performing comedy tonight. Stand-up comedy, nothing can be better than stand-up comedy. I feel like you're starting your weekend a little bit early. In fact, don't go to work tomorrow. Take the day off. Tell your employer, you know what? The weekend started. I heard it on Gals and Giggles, and I think that they're going to understand. I'm thrilled. We're going to start the comedy right now. I am very excited to welcome our first comic coming to this show. So please make some noise for the very funny Ritu Tirthani, everyone.
Woo! Hello, American citizens. How are you guys doing? Great. I'm going to be a citizen soon. I'm on all the dating apps. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. People in Nashville, Tennessee drink to forget that country music still exists. And in India, people get drunk to forget that they still live in that country. All right, Gina, I like it. You're the one laughing. I like it. All right. I do comedy as a side hustle. Being a comedian has made me realize I want to give up on being a vegetarian. Two attention-seeking skills should not be in one person, right? I've been doing a lot of Zoom shows. I've actually been killing on Zoom shows. I just pretend everyone is on mute. This COVID isolated life has made me scared of death. I don't want to die. I'm worried if I die, who will take care of my Instagram account?
That's a good one.
All right. Well, I'm single again. Welcome to America. I'm back in the dating world. I was actually stalking my ex the other day, or as Americans call it, looking for closure.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to get over my ex. I went on a date last week and this guy was like, hey, I like you. Do you want to come over, watch Netflix and chill? I was like, I don't do Netflix and chill dates. I know what American men want. But if you have Amazon Prime, I'm up for casual sex. You guys cannot see me, but I'm 5'1". So if I go on a date with a taller guy, I wear heels. If I go on a date with a shorter guy, I wear flats. If I go on a date with a broke guy, I just don't show up. I'm new to American dating. I think a lot about my sexual fantasies. I have this wildest sexual fantasy to make love to an American man with no student loan debt. I know. that's gonna be a fantasy for a while. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I got divorced a few years ago. Yeah. I know. I was so happy. My mom wasn't. I think divorces are emotionally and financially hard, but I think it gets worse when you have a joint email account. You know, like Ron and Pammy Forever at gmail.com. Whenever I do these divorce jokes, my mom is like, Reed, you stop doing divorce jokes and think of second marriage. I was like, Mom, I'm not ready yet. I still have some money left from my last husband. All right, enough of these dating jokes. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm actually dating a guy in Columbia, Tennessee. I never thought I'll have to cross 3 Cracker Barrels to find love. This Colombia guy and I went on a date to an Asian restaurant, and we order food, and the server looks at the guy and he's like, what would you prefer? And the guy looks at me and he's like, chopsticks for both of us. And I was like, I don't use chopsticks. I'm not the chopstick Asian. I'm the scam call Asian. People who did not get the joke, the IRS calls you guys get asking for your socials, that's us. We love it. We love doing that to you guys. Well, who votes these dating jokes for good? Who votes these jokes for not good? Well, your votes naturally don't count. You're in America. So I will keep going. All right. Well, I'm an immigrant, right? I have hard time making American friends. I think we're different. Like I don't have any food allergies. Like I prefer water without ice. The word ice scares the shit out of me. All right, that joke used to do really well before Trump. Oh my. I kind of miss Trump. Okay. All right, we'll keep going. I don't like the way Indians are greeted in America. You know, if I see an American, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? But if an American meets me, he's like, oh my God, I love Indian food. Don't do that to us. From next time, if I see an American, I'll be like, oh my God, US healthcare sucks. I feel like you guys are loving the American jokes, so we'll keep those rolling. I think Americans are cool people, but you guys have some weird hobbies. You know, like your obsession with recycling. America, recycling makes you look poor. Please stop doing that.
Gosh.
And then paying for running and calling it marathon. You guys know you can run for free, right? Just making sure. And blessing, and the best one is blessing people when they sneeze. Why this discrimination? Why not bless people when they fart? Why not? And trust me, Indian farts need blessings from Jesus. All right, talking about God, though, I'm here to tell you guys about my decision. I am doing this. I am upgrading my God level, switching from Indian God to Jesus. Indian gods are overweight. You guys have a good-looking, hot Jesus God? And also because I love unlimited bread and wine. And just a suggestion, that communion thing you guys do, Indian garlic communion chip with wine, tastes a lot better. Just saying. Well, I have a question for you guys. Is anyone looking to buy brown parents? I'm selling mine. My parents have a basic common love story. My mom loves my dad and my dad loves alcohol. My mom is pretty mean. I called her last night and I was like, Mom, I'm really nervous. I have this show tomorrow. I don't think I'm funny. She said, I don't care if you're funny. When are you getting married? My dad is actually a big believer in karma. He said I got divorced because I made fun of someone's divorce. Well, I learned my lesson. I make fun of rich people now. All right, I'm going to end on this one. A comic said, hey, keep a balance between Indian and American jokes so they don't feel like they're the target. But hey, we all know who the target is, Mexicans, right? Yes, I can get away with that joke. People, that is called brown privilege. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Keep it going for Ritu Turkani, everyone. Oh my goodness. So wonderful. Everyone, This is a wonderful show. The comedy doesn't stop on a Thursday night. It just does not stop. I am thrilled because I am about to welcome the next comic coming to this show. Please make some noise for the very funny Angela Moore, everyone.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna get really deep real quick. All right. Does anyone remember their first time? You know, like who you were with, what it smelled like, what did you do to lead up to that moment? You know, all of that stuff. The first time is so exciting, and nothing is as good as the first time, in the words of R&B singer Sade. You know what I mean? Well, you all, tonight is my first time doing comedy online in 2021.
Woo! Yeah.
Nothing's as good as the first time. So I'm wondering, has anyone thought about giving 2021 some castor oil? You know, it worked for grandma, you know, perhaps it'll work for 2021, so it'll be better than 2020. Because maybe if we had given 2020 like deodorant, it would have smelled a whole lot better. You know what I mean? But do you realize that you all, we have learned a new language in the past year? It is called Mascalese. You know, this language. You know what I just said? I hope you all laughing at my jokes. Mascalese. And you know, I heard today that 800,000 people had applied for unemployment in last month. So I'm thinking, well, since we've got this new language called Mascalese, there's got to be some employment, some openings for teachers to teach the Mascalese language so we can all understand each other better. You know what I mean? But, you know, can you imagine, you guys, because, you know, President Joe Biden has started this new mandate that everybody has to wear masks when they're on federal property. Well, can you imagine if wearing a mask became a law? Because I believe that wearing masks are going to be like, they're going to be with us for a while. You know, can we all agree for that? I mean, it's been a year, probably a couple more years. But can you imagine wearing a mask being the law and being locked up for indecent exposure? And you're in jail. And the you know, the next prisoner's like, what are you in here for? Indecent exposure. I was showing my mouth. Yeah. But you know, since we've been in quarantine for a year, I am so excited to say that I have accumulated many frequent flyer miles from my bedroom to my refrigerator.
Yes.
I love to travel. So I cannot wait for the world to open back up so I can cash in my frequent flyer miles. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you all, I have been hit by this pandemic in every way possible. I actually had COVID last year, and my time with COVID lasted for 7 weeks. 8 weeks, 8 weeks
Wow.
long. Yeah. So I had no idea that by gaining the quarantine 15, that I would lose it by catching COVID-19.
Wow.
You all, I was so sick that I was just so sick that I would have paid someone to pee for me. That's how sick I was, okay? Just no energy to do anything. And you know, when you have COVID, a lot of people say that you lose your taste, you lose your sense of taste and smell. Well, while I had COVID, you all, I could not shower for like 2 whole weeks. And I must say that I realized my sense of smell came back when I could smell my body odor. That, my friend, was pure joy, okay? I never know smelling so bad could be so good.
Yes.
So, you know, I do want to share a little bit. So since we've been in quarantine, a lot of people have gotten reacquainted with their family members and their loved ones. And I would like to confess that I've gotten reacquainted with my imaginary family. They're in my imagination. They were in my imagination when I was a teenager, and they came back to visit me while in quarantine, you know? I have an imaginary husband. His name is Izzy, imaginary. And just like a physical husband, he doesn't do any chores. I have a child, an imaginary child, but my imaginary child identifies as as invisible. And yeah, it's pretty complicated. And I'm really upset with the IRS because I couldn't receive any tax cuts, like, the fact that I'm married and that I have a child. And IRS is like, no, you're not going to receive any tax breaks. You're not getting extra money back for your loved ones because we can't see them. So yeah, it's been kind of rough. My doctor says that my imaginary family is a side effect from me overeating too many multivitamin gummy bears. So anyway, I'm out of work right now. I'm unemployed. And I reflect back on many jobs that I've had. So I used to be a telemarketer. I hated that job so much that I sounded like a telemarketer all the time when I called people up. And so I would be like, please hang up as soon as I called them, I'd be like, please hang up. So one day I called up this one lady. I was like, hello, miss, how are you today? Did you go grocery shopping? Have you gone for your daily walk? Have you talked to your grandkids? Then all of a sudden she got really mean with me. She's like, look, if you're calling to sell me something, I am not interested. In fact, my husband and I are about to sit down for dinner. I was like, Mom, you could have at least invited me over. So, yeah, my parents are quite interesting. My dad, he still uses a flip phone. And I was like, well, Dad, you need to at least set up your voicemail. And he was like, why does the mailman need to hear my voice? My parents, in 2019, they celebrated 50 years of marriage.
Yay.
Oh, you guys are so kind. I will let them know that you all clap for them. Thank you.
Yes.
But for their anniversary, we went out to eat, and you all, after like about the third round of samples at Costco's, we were stuffed. Yeah, my family relations though, like my family has a very good record of having relationships. My parents have been married to each other for 50 plus years. Both of my siblings have been married to their spouses for a very long time, for more than a decade. And me, well, I've been married to my therapist. So I was on the phone one day talking to a friend who doesn't know I'm seeing a therapist. And she's like, girl, that could be your husband. You should consider marrying him. And I was like, I can't marry my therapist. He keeps seeing other people. So I will admit that I have been sleeping around. I have been sleeping around a lot with 3 guys named Bill. So at least I kept it all the same. Yeah, 3 guys named Bill. The phone bill, the light bill, and the gas bill. And we climaxed after they all got paid. So I will say that I am old-fashioned. I'm very old-fashioned. I've never had a flat screen TV. I've had many flat tires. In fact, I haven't had a microwave in my house since President Obama had black hair and Donald Trump was a TV reality show. You all, my TV is so old that it was made in the USA. I don't have any kids, and I just encourage everyone to please get your checkups, get your health checkups like you're supposed to. So I just want to share that I did go to the doctor. When I went to see my doctor for my annual physical, my doctor was like, Angela, have you ever thought about freezing your eggs? I was like, freezing my eggs? I like my eggs scrambled with a lot of cheese. He was like, no. If you want to have children, it would now be considered a geriatric baby. I was like, great. Not only am I going to have to give the baby Similac to wash down the Geritol pills, but I'm going to give birth to Benjamin Button's black cousin. So yeah, and you know, this pandemic has really been tough on a lot of us, on everybody. Everyone has been really tough. The pandemic has been hard. I will end on this. So I ran into a panhandler on the street, and he was like, "Excuse me, miss, can you spare me just a little bit of change?" I was like, "Sir, I'm so sorry. All I have is plastic." Y'all, he pulled out his iPhone X and said, "Hey, I got a PayPal account. I can accept that." So I put 50 cents on his account and had to pay a $2 service charge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
On that note, you all, thank you so much for having me tonight. My name is Angela Moore.
Yay!
Oh my goodness. Keep it going for Angela Moore, everyone. Oh my goodness. Everyone, we've reached the time on the show when I'm about to do stand-up. Me, your host, Stacey Axler. Oh my gosh. Give yourself a round of applause if you made the wise choice of seeing a comedy show today. You could be doing anything tonight, but you made the right choice. All right, I'm going to start with this. During this pandemic, around like May, I decided to take some online personality quizzes because I was tired of baking bread and talking to myself. So I started taking some quizzes, and I found out that I am an empath. Are there any other empaths on this Zoom call?
Yeah.
All right, there's 3 empaths. Everyone else is like, no, people not for me, don't like them. Well, everyone, I understand. I really do. There's a dark side to being an empath that people don't seem to understand. And that is, it is possible to care too much. It really is. Does anyone else know the show Hoarders? Hoarders is a show that I have also started watching during this time after I found out I was an empath. And basically it's about these people who they hoard things in their home to the point where their home can't be livable anymore. And the show is very emotional. And I think because of my personality, I will sit and watch marathons of this show. Like hours will go by and I'll keep watching these homes that are filled with things. You know, everyone's upset at the hoarder, then everyone cries with the hoarder, the homes get clean sometimes not, and then the next episode starts. It's like on an ongoing loop. And I've watched it so much to the point where I'm at this point in my life where I'm starting to agree with the hoarder sometimes. Like sometimes the hoarder will say, we can't throw this away, this is useful. And then the family's like, no, we have to throw this away, it's trash. And I'm sitting there saying, is it trash? Is it really trash? Like, I think this is some good stuff here. Like, some of these hoarders have good stuff, right? Like collector's items, things you could never get again. The families are just throwing it away. So basically, everyone, just be kinder to the people in your life, okay? That's what I'm trying to talk about here. I don't know anymore. Oh my gosh. I wrote everything down, everyone. My whole set is written out on this piece of paper. Woo, we're going crazy here. Okay, here we go. So going back to this empath thing, I care a lot about what people think of me. And that's something that, like, I know you're not supposed to say that anymore. You're supposed to take that, like, devil may care attitude. You're supposed to say, I don't care what people think about me, but I do care what people think about me. But here's what I've realized on my time on this planet is that even if you don't care what people think of you, people will find creative ways to let you know exactly what they think of you. I am 29. I'm turning 30 next January. And I now have a lot of friends who identify as adults. And adults, when they gift you things, you can tell exactly what adults think of you based on the type of cookbook they give you for gifts. If they think you're a competent person, you're getting some gourmet cookbook. Or if you're like me, you get cooking with 5 ingredients or less, which makes me know my friends have no faith in my ability to sustain my life at all. All of these recipes have 5 ingredients or less. You typically just need to throw in a pot, and then you can create a whole meal out of it. So anyway, I don't care. I don't care because you know why? I actually do care quite a lot, but in the grand scheme of life, a lot of people might say that I should care what I put in my body. But for the many first few years of my life, all of my food tasted like napkin. And that's because, I don't know if anyone else's parents would do this, my parents would dab food with napkins if it was too greasy. So everything I ate just tasted like napkin. So everything's a step up from a paper napkin. I've got to say, everything tastes good. I've really thought about this lately after realizing that I am an empath and I've been going down this, journey in my life. But I really wish that real life had a laugh track. And that's because I don't really understand sarcasm or like other humor that's not like haha funny. So a laugh track would really help me know when people are making jokes, and then I would be able to laugh because like I want to support people. Like I just want to laugh when they think it's funny. Like I always wanted a laugh track, especially when I was a child. I was what we used to call mature for my age, which really is just a code word for sad. I was very sad child. All my other friends would be sitting around in school and they would say, "Oh, when is recess?" And then I would be sitting there saying, "Hey, when is a good time that you can remind us where you were when JFK was assassinated?" Everyone, listen, if someone's over 50 years of age, they will love to tell you where they were when JFK was assassinated. They'll sit down and tell you. And I just like talking to the teachers because honestly, the teachers were my best friends in school. They were my best friends. I just love them so much. I miss them, but luckily because of Facebook, we've still kept in touch. One thing that I really did miss out on when I was younger was it was a phenomena when I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s where people would randomly in school shout out "your mom" after things, and it was really funny, but I didn't understand the joke, so I never said "your mom." And I am upset, and now as an adult, I really want someone to bring "your mom" back because I think it would just be so funny for me to be like sitting at my office doing my work and then someone from HR to come over and say, "Hey, you haven't filled out your PTO request." And I could say, "Your mom." And
You could say bullies.
I know it wouldn't go over well, so to speak. I know it wouldn't go over well, but I just really want to say "your mom." I really want to give it a try. I really want to give it a try. Going back to this whole school thing though. So as I said, all my friends in school were the teachers. I didn't have any friends my own age. All my teachers, they used to try to like pep up my spirits, and they would always say, "No, Stacy, like your time will come. Those jocks, those popular kids, they're gonna peak in high school, but you're smart. You're gonna have your time." And this is wrong for like 2 reasons. One is like I have depression. So like, happiness is something I don't strive for that. I strive for at peace. I've set my bar real low. And the second reason why this isn't something that could actually happen. Thank you for the thumbs up, someone. That was a really nice, comforting thumbs up that I like. The second reason is that I'm not that smart. I don't know why people thought that I was so smart all throughout school. I'm of average intelligence, and this is not self-deprecating humor. I think we as a society put too much on being smart or being a genius. Like, listen, I don't care. I'm not the next Albert Einstein. All you really need to do to make it through life is to know how to unclog a toilet and turn on a computer. Like, that's really all you need to know now to get by. So I'm comfortable with my own average brain. Like, I'm not losing any sleep over it. But I think I made it far in school because I learned early on how to like cheat the system a little bit, especially with English. Like, I was always really good at English and reading books. And that's because around when I was 14 or so, I realized that every single book you were given to read for English literature class is only about one topic. And that topic is boy drama. And I don't mean drama about boys. I mean boys making drama. People think that women cause drama. That's not true. It's about boy drama. Okay, let's get some examples here. This is why I wrote it down, because I knew I would forget. Catcher in the Rye, that's boy drama. The Sound and the Fury, that's about 3 boys all having drama with their sister, an innocent bystander. The Great Gatsby, that's rich boy drama, probably the worst drama out of them all. Crime and Punishment, that's Russian boy drama. It goes on and on. All of these books are just about boy drama. So anyway, I kept getting A's in English class, and I think that's because I knew the algorithm was boy drama. And no one can argue with facts. These are just facts, everyone. So think about it. Think about it, everyone, and you'll know that I'm right. But that's my time. I've been Stacey Axter. You've been a very kind and wonderful audience. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in to this show. This is Gals and Giggles. We're having a good time. If you haven't already done so, I can only recommend that you tip our wonderful comics. These comics are knocking it out of the park. I include myself in this category. There is a virtual tip jar here at Mighty. The link is in the chat. The chat's very long and I appreciate it, but we're gonna keep plugging that link into the chat, and I encourage everyone to head on there, donate to these comics. They're doing a great job. Everyone, this show is going to keep on rolling. I am so pleased to welcome our next comic. Please make some noise for the very funny Robin Montague, everyone.
Yay! Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Am I on?
Yeah.
Everybody, listen. Everybody was so funny. Can we give it up for all the ladies that have been on already?
Woo!
Everybody is so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, Angela, her first Zoom, she did amazing. My first Zoom, was not that great. So very, very good work. I feel like I'm so fuzzy. Do I look fuzzy? Or maybe it's just my wig, which is really my hair, which I wish it was my wig, because then I could take it off. So, okay. Hi, everybody. So guess what? This pandemic, oh my gosh, pandemic fatigue is real. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Real thing. And I am just like at the end of my rope with pandemic fatigue. So I don't know if I'm just trying to make a positive out of it or what, but where I'm at now with it after 11 months is that I blame the pandemic for everything. Blame it for everything that happens in my life. Everything anybody says to me, I blame people. My mom, Robin, why do you put on so much weight? The pandemic. Why you so lazy? My brother said, why you so lazy, Robin? I'm like, the pandemic. And then my friend was like, why you robbing this bank? And I'm like, the pandemic, you know what I mean? And the fact that I didn't qualify for unemployment. So listen, go to jail because of the pandemic. See how it works out is very positive in a way, but not really, but still. I've been drinking a lot. I don't know. I don't know. And you know what I found out, you guys? Day drinking and night drinking, two totally different things. Two totally different things. I've been a stand-up comic for like 55 years. And because of that, did I say 55? Oh my gosh, I accidentally said that. I meant 77. So listen, I've been a comic for so long. And so I'm used to nighttime drinking. Nighttime drinking, you know what I'm saying? You're at a place, you're outside a place, and you're with people. You know, the people around you. You're the people to kind of like handle you and help you and guide you. But daytime drinking during the pandemic is the daytime, people around you, by yourself. And so you just be drunk for almost no reason. You know what I mean? But there is a reason, it's the pandemic. That's what I blame. But the night drink. So listen, I don't never remember being drunk at night in a bar and thinking I should redecorate this whole place. Being out lit at a bar and thinking this place needs to be repainted. But you know what I mean? But what I found out, y'all, drunk during the day by yourself in a house, you just get ideas. You can do the ideas because ain't nobody there to help you, to stop you, to control you. Child, I done broke everything in my house. You hear me? I done broke the lamps, the lights, the stove is broke. I broke the refrigerator. I painted, okay, drunk, which I didn't even know was a thing. I ain't never painted sober, but I got drunk and decided that I should paint the whole apartment. And so I painted it. And then I woke up the next day. The apartment looked like a deranged graffiti artist that came by. And because it's a day drinking. And so what my purpose serving announcement is, and you see how more drunk I get even talking about it. Oh yeah. So don't drink during the day when you're alone by yourself. Don't be like Robin Montague. Better. You know what I'm saying? Because have a life. Y'all got a life. You got your partner, you got your children, you got your friends, you got pets and plants. I don't got nothing. I had a microphone 11 months ago, but so don't be like me. Don't find comfort in the alcohol. Don't love it. Don't sleep with it. Don't wake up with it. Because at the end of this, I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? I have a problem. So I'm gonna be all right. I don't know if they have AA meetings because of the pandemic, but I imagine they still having them because people need the meetings. I don't know what all I was talking about, except for the fact that yeah, this is rough. I mean, it was bad the first couple of months, y'all. The first 2 months, shoot, my niece got pregnant twice. First 2 months. My family been going through it. My uncle was a big pastor in DC. Really had a big following during the pandemic. He decided to leave the church. He done left the church and now he worshiping insect from Scandinavia.
Oh.
It done changed my family. You hear me? My family is different. They're going through a lot of changes. A lot of times, you know what I mean? I find comfort. But don't you do it. Don't be like Robin Montague. Keep yourself straight. Keep yourself on the straight and narrow. Keep yourself good and wholesome. You know what I'm saying? I say to people, I say, pandemic, way too much time to just, you know what I'm saying, drink beer. And when I say drink beer, I mean smoke weed. It just is a lot. You know what I mean? So conclusion, I'd like to say that we happy because there's a new president and Kamala, and I don't know what they doing really. I just know it's good because it couldn't be worse than it's been. I'm not familiar with the policies and the things that's going on, but I remember I only know one thing. I checked in the first day on Biden, and Biden, I'll tell you what, that old mofo he's a good man. He older than dirt, but he good. You know what I mean? He said the first day, his staff, did y'all remember this? Did y'all see this? He told his staff, I ain't going for no type of racism. I'm not going for no type of bias or prejudice. He told them, he said, if I catch anybody treating anybody any kind of way, if I find out about it, you are fired immediately. He told them, he said, I am not Ellen. So, you know what I mean? So it's going really, really good.
Not Ellen.
Not like she's inviting me to her motherfucking show. So, did I cuss? Oh, I'm sorry. A lot of times you don't want to cuss. You don't want to drink. So anyway, I don't know how long I've been up here. They paying me $2 and a cigarette, so I should be finished soon. This is a wonderful organization that we're a part of, hosting and celebrating female comedian. I'm a female comedian. We done had a lot of female comedians. It's all a female show called Gals and Giggles. That's Gals. Gals with a G. Gals and Giggles. What a wonderful organization. I'm glad they had me for their last show of the season or the pandemic. I don't know what they tell me lies. They lied to me a lot here. I've done this show before, and it was always a bunch of lies. So I'm glad that they told me it was the last show. I'm not sure if that's true because I think they announced some other shows, But they told me it was my last chance. And when when you're in the bottom of a bottle and people say last chance, you try to come up out of it. All right, everybody, you've been a beautiful audience. I'm sure that you've learned a lot from all the other girls that got their life together. Me, not so much, but follow me anyway. I need you to follow me at Robin is Funny. Robin is Funny is my social meteor situation.
Oh my God.
Happy Black History Month, y'all. Happy Black History. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Keep it going for Robin Montague. Oh, so funny. Oh my gosh. Woo. Everyone, we're gonna keep on rolling with more hysterical comedy. Didn't I say it's going to be a great show? I did, and I think what we're all saying right now is that I was right. We are going to keep rolling with a wonderful comedian. I am so thrilled that she's here. Please make some noise for the very funny Gina Brown, everyone.
Robin, I don't know. You're a nut. I'm not sure. I'll see what I can do. Robin is a nut.
Don't worry.
And Stacey, I am an empath, but I'm an empath, and because I know I care so much, I stay away from people. So you go towards them.
Yes.
I know my limitations. I know I care, so I stay away. Can we please stop asking comics what other comics they like, or sending them videos of funny comics? Then that's not them. We don't like other comics. We don't like nary another comic. This is just a charade. We don't like each other. Stop it, right? I don't ask you accountants what other accountants you like and send you cool pivot tables with intricate formulas for you to copy and paste. Like, be like Bob. Bob excels. I don't send you that. Okay, I don't ask you about it. I know you don't like other accountants because only you know the numbers. And if you're a lawyer, I don't send you RBG's opinions in your inbox. Like, how you lawyering, right? Like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Now, she was supreme, right?
Yeah.
You need to be supreme. I don't do that to you. Let me live in my mediocrity. You either share me with me or share me with others, but don't share others with me. I don't care about them. Oh my goodness. So we're all home. We've all been home, right? Sounds like Robin's been having some fun, but for some of us, how's home going for you, right? How's that home thing working out? You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like for those in relationships, what you have at home, that only works when you don't have to be at home. 24/7, 10/7, 7/5, any of the number combinations, it's all hard, right? It only works when you're not having to be there. Relationships are institutions. They're designed for conjugal visits. That's it. This whole sort of till death do us part thing, like that was so adorable when we lived till 30. Because you got married in your teens, you did like a 10 or 15 year stint, right? And then it's over. I mean, like it's all over for you, right? But at least you were already locked up. You already kind of knew what you were in for. I'm going to do this marriage thing and then I'm going to die. And it's all going to be relatively quick. So, but this whole like forever thing, can we get paroled? How does this work? There's just like no bye, honey, in the pandemic. There's no see you later, have a good day away from me. There's just no good filter or good angle or lighting for if you don't get the hell out of here. Like it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. So home is rough. But meanwhile, it's a good time for foreheads, right? It's good. It's a good time for those foreheads. Bejewel those bad boys, right? It's your moment. And if you have a 5 head, aren't you the belle of this ball? That's all everybody's seeing. That's it. And maybe if your teeth are missing, this is also your time. You just mask up and show the world, you know, that you're more than that gap and missing incisors. Like it's your time, except on Zoom. Zoom is right there. Zoom is in your face, right? Like we see it all. Like there's nothing. Remember when we used to have like those annoying conference calls? Like you're like, oh, I get to work from home, but I have to have a conference call. Don't we miss an annoying conference call? Everything now is on Zoom. And we're at our worst and people want to see us. And it's like, they can't wait. They're looking and they're like, yeah, look at Sally. Sally looks rough. I guess I can turn my camera on, huh? I'm still doing better than Sally. So it's kind of a rough time, but you can't really focus, right? Because you're on your call and then there's Jack. Jack is on the call, but Jack has his display of his artillery on the wall. Behind him, Jack doesn't have a bookshelf. So now you're wondering, what does Jack shoot? And did you ever really know Jack? And is Jack going to ever get really, really mad at me? Who did Jack vote for? And every time I have a Zoom meeting with Jack, I have to count. Okay, all the guns. Okay, all 21 are there. Okay, we're good. Nothing's missing. And then when you can't get out the call, you can't find the leave button fast enough. You're like, I don't know where it is. I can't be the last person at the party. I'm going to have to help with cleanup. And you're looking for it and you can't find it. And it's just so much pressure. It's like sex. Or it's like, where's the button? Where's the button? I can't find it. And I'm paranoid, right? So I think I'm still in the meeting. So I set up another Zoom meeting with just myself, just to make sure the other one ended. And I'm just in there talking to myself. Oh my gosh, it's totally like sex. Oh my gosh. And isn't every meeting, no, you go. No, you go. No, you go. how you go. And everybody goes, and it's unclear. You don't know what anybody's saying. And then there's the mirror participant. I wonder what? I got another gray. What is this thing here? You got to be kidding. And they're all in. And I'm not saying that person may or may not be me. I'm just saying that person exists. And she forgets, then she's fixing her face that other people can see because it just looks like a mirror. And then what about Mark? Inevitably, the meeting is just never at a convenient time for Mark. Mark is in his car, but Mark refuses to mute because he wants to contribute every thought he has. Also, Mark called this meeting. This was his only time to meet. Mark is very, very busy. Oh, Mark, he's the one. If it was an in-person, face-to-face meeting in the office, Mark would be late and let everybody know he was late because he was, meeting with important people. He wishes he could talk about it, but he can't. Mark would say, please continue. I don't mean to interrupt, but also could you start over? Mark doesn't wear a mask. So I'm going to leave you with this. Before COVID, I substitute taught high school and middle school. And one of my students said, Ms. Brown, when you get high, do you feel more creative? Because when I get high, and I had to cut him off, and I was like, Josh, is it? Let me go ahead and stop you before I address the many ways this conversation is probably illegal and how early use of marijuana can stunt your brain development. You think I'm cool enough to get high? Thank you. I'm done.
Oh my gosh, everyone, keep it going for Gina Brown. Oh my goodness. Oh, so funny. But guess what, everyone? The comedy doesn't stop on a Thursday. It just doesn't. This is Gals and Giggles. This is the best place to be this Thursday night. If you haven't already, there is a link in the chat. It's been put there several times, and you can tip these comics because this is honestly one of the best comedy shows I've ever been to. I would not be saying it if it wasn't true. I am having a wonderful time. I hope you all are too. Thank you all for joining us. Guess what, everyone? I'm about to welcome our next comic coming to this show. So please make some noise for the very funny Ha Wong, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. This is Ayush. I am sending my New Year's greetings to you guys from Australia, Melbourne. Yay!
Oh, yay!
All right, we're out buying some grocery. I don't know. I think most of you guys know me, but if you don't know me, my name is He, spelled as He. First day at work, I introduced myself here. I was like, hello, everyone. My name is He. And this guy came up to me. I was like, huh? Your name again? I was like, my name is He, sir. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you, ho. I was like, oh, excuse me, sir. I'm not a hoe. She's a hoe. Her mommy's a hoe. Her dad is a hoe. All her family's hoes. Ho, 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 celebrating New Year. But as you can tell from my mask or my outfit, I was made in China. Anyone else? Other than you can. A symbol in China. I know, look, guys, I'm so sorry for what happened last year, okay? Too soon? I didn't do it. I was here the whole time. It's so intense. So, like on the news, the hate. The other day I was walking on the street, this guy yelled at me. He was like, go back to China. I was like, sir, there's a flight. Book me a ticket first. Yeah. Lockdowns, I hate it. Trying to keep it positive. I got a boyfriend. as you can see. Yeah, because I cannot pay my rent. So bring it. Yeah, you know, like being a single lady over the age of 26 in China sucks. Because, you know what they call us? Leftover ladies. I know, it's fucking brutal. You know, I love leftovers. Or just take us home doggy style. No, doggy bag. Whatever it's like. But yeah, you know, it's very brutal. Like my mom told me 2 years ago during Chinese New Year dinner, she was like, "How can you lower your standards and get a husband?" I was really upset. I was like, "Mom, I don't have any standard." Yeah, but now, you know, I have a boyfriend. I told my mom, like, you know, Mom, my boyfriend is Indian, and I'm Chinese. And she was like, "What are the odds?" I was like, "Mom, 1.4 billion. Odds are pretty high. It's not because of a mountain Everest. We're gonna have so many Chindians running around, overpopulating them, stealing jobs and data from white people." Sorry, I think it's too much. But yeah, I'm positive, and I don't know. I think I have so much time during lockdown. You know, I watch so much shows on Netflix, YouTube, Zoom meeting, and Pornhub at the same time. You know, constantly switching. But I don't know, you guys. I don't think I don't know. My favorite kind of porno. Like I'm not a woke person, but I love watching pretty petite white girls get shredded by big black cocks. You know, like it's just for me. It feels like justice. Because like if it's for me, at the most is diversity training, but for them, kind of like revenge. You know, best. Yeah, I think that's pretty much my set. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry about the noise as well. Happy Chinese New Year.
Oh my gosh. Keep it going for how long, everyone? And her special guest.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, everyone, we are having a wonderful show. We have seen so much comedy, and we are about to welcome our headliner to this show. So I hope everyone is as excited as I am, because I'm thrilled. The comedy doesn't stop on a Thursday. It just doesn't. So please, everyone, with me, welcome. Give a great big round of applause to our headliner, the very funny D-Lo.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope y'all all doing well. So once again, thanks for, tuning in to the comedy show. Everybody's been funny as hell so far. I'm not sure. There was one lady, I wasn't sure if she was about as drunk as I am, but we gonna find out. So, she's a little lit, but
Robin.
Yeah, definitely. Robin was lit. I was like, oh shit, this old lady outdrank my ass. God damn. Okay. I'm from Baltimore. I'm a comic from Baltimore. Yeah, okay. I prefer to be introduced as a comic from Maryland for obvious reasons. I don't really know anybody that brags about Baltimore, but hey, whoever yelled in the background, maybe you. A lot of people, when I go to shows, I like to tell them that I'm, from Maryland, because after the show, people always want to ask a bunch of questions. You know what I mean? So there's always like this one lady after the show, and she's like, "Oh, well, what part of Maryland are you from?" And I like to play with the people in the audience a little bit. So I'm like, "Well, why don't you guess?" Typically, they're wrong, but they usually start off with, "Well, are you from Greenbelt?" And I'm like, "Hell no." They're like, "Well, are you from Hyattsville?" I'm like, "Isn't that damn near the same thing? Like, what the fuck?" And they're like, "Are you from Annapolis?" And I'm like, "Fuck no." And they're like, well, where are you from? Everybody wants to know. Everybody starts guessing, like, where are you from? And in unison, when you answer this question, everybody has the same response. So they're like, well, where are you from? And I'm like, well, I'm from Baltimore. And in unison, the entire fucking room is like, oh. Oh, like that answered some kind of fucking question. You know what I mean? Like it's a third world country or something. You know, we ain't got a lot. We got a few potholes and some dope fiends, but we trying out here. You know what I mean? Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't know if y'all can tell looking at me. Strong possibility I might be something similar to a lesbian. But I'm a little bit older. I'm 42 years old, so I don't really hang out with the little young lesbians anymore. I used to hang out with them trying to recapture my youth and shit. But I feel like I'm too old to hang with them. Like I don't really look like them. You know, like the young black lesbians kind of look like Lil Wayne and Future. And the young white lesbians kind of look like Justin Bieber or Stacey. I don't really feel like I look like them. You know what I mean? Like I'm stuck somewhere between like Rosie O'Donnell and T-Pain. You know what I mean? Like I'm right in the center there. And then I'm non-threatening. I'm really non-threatening. Like people think because they see me in men's clothing or whatever that, you know, I'm trying to be a man. Like I like to fight. Not at all. Never. Not at all. Like my best friend, she thinks that. She thinks because I wear men's clothing that I'm supposed to fight the guys that she gets into.
They don't have it on file. And you have to start the whole process all over again.
Is that the fucking police or something? Like, hold up. I'll start hiding shit in here. Excuse me, officer. I don't care what they told you. That was not me. I don't give a fuck. It was Robin. Check her video. It was fucking Robin. I promise you'll believe me once you watch her set. But no, my best friend, she thinks because I wear men's clothing, I'm supposed to be the one to like fight or defend her, like fight the guys that she gets into it with and shit, right? So she'll call me, she's like, bitch, you need to get over here. Tyrone is fucking up. You need to whip his ass. And I just look at her like, excuse me, I got titties too. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, the fuck? He gonna beat my ass like he beat yours, and I'm not for the shit. So give me my bonnet. I'm going to sleep, bitch. Fuck you and Tyrone. Men, they give me a problem. They think because I wear men's clothing that I'm trying to be a man. No, sir. Not as long as women get in the club free before 11. Fuck you, sir. Because I don't have $10, but I'm getting in this fucking club, sir. So, like the security guards are the ones that give me the biggest problem. You know, the big guy with the no neck and the small black t-shirt and the gloves that he keep popping his knuckles and shit. That guy. So they'll call me to come up, and that's when, you know, I'm ready. I'm about to step up, and they're ready to pat me down, and they say, step up. And I step up. And they go to pat me down and just boom, 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 boom. That'll be $10, homeboy. And instantly in fucking line, I'm like, no, sir! Start shaking my ass, like, real ass bitch, give a fuck. Like, go to fucking club, ma'am. No problem, sir. I don't want no smoke. I will shake my ass to get in the club for free. You got me fucked up. I am not that much of a boy. I might have on boxer briefs, but I will twerk my ass off. It means free drinks. You got me fucked up. And if your boyfriend offers me a drink, don't think because I wear men's drawers that I'm too big to accept it, because I will take a drink and put my finger up and give him all kinds of compliments all fucking night. You got me fucked up. But I promise you, I will not leave with his ass. That's your problem, man. That is your problem. Now that I finished this fifth of Hennessy, I gotta go over there. Fuck that. I used to date younger women. I can't really do that. Any women on the show that are under 30?
Woo!
All right, shut the fuck up. You say matter of fact, you mute your shit. Don't say nothing to me. Fuck that. I can't do it. Like the only thing a woman under 30 can do for me, truthfully, is introduce me to her mother. That's about it. Like I can't do nothing with young women. Cause like young women are fucking retarded to me. You know what I mean? Like something's wrong with them. Something is seriously wrong with younger women. Like they like stupid shit. Like Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and all that other shit. I don't even know how to work my cell phone. So how the fuck am I gonna do all that? I just got an iPhone recently. I almost took that shit back in 2 days, man, because that phone made me feel stupid as fuck. I was ready to trade it in for a flip phone. Like, the shit is real. I can't do the things that I do with younger women. Like, younger women, they can't cook. You know, I have yet to meet a woman that's under 30 that can really burn like my grandma. You know what I mean? And like younger women, they don't cook real meals. They don't season shit. They eat shit like pizza, and they know how to see. You know what they know how to season? They know how to season fucking top ramen. That's it. They know how to open that silver package, but they can't make baked chicken or greens or nothing. Like I can't eat that fucking top ramen shit with all that fucking salt. I'm 42. I got high blood pressure. You're trying to kill me, and you are an irresponsible bitch for that. Fuck no. I need an older woman. Like I figure I need a woman that knows how to make good cabbage. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You ain't never heard a young girl making cabbage. Like I need a woman that smells like white diamonds and Social Security. Like I'm looking for her. And I figured it out. The key is when you like women that are older and you want a woman that's age appropriate, the key is you gotta only deal with women named Barbara. I'm gonna let you think on that. Like think about it. Who the fuck do you know that's under 52 named Barbara? Nobody. You never went to a club and saw like a 19-year-old Barbara in there twerking her ass off. Like, no. Barbara got a hover round. She not twerking shit. I like them kind of women. I like those. Those women, they don't like me when I tell jokes like this at the shows and stuff like that. They be real quick to pick up their control top pantyhose and run out the door. They be scared I'm gonna get ass. Who is this? Somebody said their name is Barbara. Your mom's name is Barbara? Well, guess who the fuck is coming to Thanksgiving? You better never let your mother see my show. I'm telling you, because I'm gonna be in the DMs. I'm gonna be sending her sweet potato pie recipes and shit, all kinds of old lady shit. We're gonna be matching girdles and fucking support holes and shit. Shit. It's gonna be me and her watching Days of Our Lives, and you gonna be mad. I'm telling you, Guiding Light, Young and the Restless, all that shit. I'm a real old bitch, okay? I am a real old bitch. Don't get it fucked up. Don't let the backwards hat fool you. Shit, fuck that. I'm the type of motherfucker sit in the house and eat soup. Okay, that's old shit. You sit home in a robe and eat soup. That's what I do. While y'all out here hanging out. I traveled a little bit before COVID. We've been doing some traveling. I've been with this group of female comics. It's called She More Funny, and we've been traveling a little bit, like state to state, but not too much because of COVID. But prior to COVID, I did travel some. Anybody else travel before COVID or, you know, right into COVID or whatever? Anyone?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Dope. That's what's up. Okay, I see these. Oh, okay. I saw like a note that came at the bottom and I thought I was tripping because you know I can't work this fucking phone. So, yeah, like I'm at the point where like I can't work phones and computers and shit. Like I'm about to go back to word processor days. Okay, like, fuck this. So I traveled a little bit before COVID. So far to date, my favorite trip was being able to go to Jamaica for comedy. That was pretty dope. That was the dope thing about the trip, was that we were there for comedy. Interesting thing about the trip, I almost came back with a husband. So shit got real. It was like a little 90-day fiance situation, you know what I mean? Don't judge me. So the thing is the lady who planned the trip, she wanted us to try a lot of stuff. And while we were on our way over there, I'm on the plane and I'm just thinking, and I'm thinking about like life and relationship stuff and all that. And I started thinking about the type of partner that I would want. Like I like somebody, you know, with just at least a few traits that I really want in a person. And so like most people, there's certain stuff I require. So one of the things I require is I need somebody that can cook. We talked about Barbara and her cabbage. I'm serious as shit about that. I need somebody that can cook. So the lady who planned the trip, she wanted us to try all kinds of stuff. So I'm game. I'm here for it. She said somebody was going to cook for us or whatever. Bet. I'm good with it. Now, me thinking with a sexist mind, I'm thinking it's going to be a woman. She's going to come out. She's going to burn it down for us. You know, she's going to make this amazing meal, right? I was wrong. Instead, this little skinny guy comes out, right? He got long dreadlocks. He has on the net tank top and some basketball shorts and a pair of flip-flops. And he keeps waving his waist at me like the Jamaican dude's been like this. He keeps waving his waist at me and he's like, I'm gonna cook for you. I'm like, okay, sir, I don't mind having the meal, but could you please keep your dick still? I'm not with that. That's kind of gay. I don't know. It's a little gay for me. So I don't remember him going to the grocery store and actually like buying the food. I feel like he reached in the woods and like pulled out a curry chicken or something. Like he carries rice and peas in his pocket or something. I don't know where the fuck the food came from, but it was good. So I was satisfied. The second thing is I like somebody who compliments, because I like to give compliments to people too. So the lady who planned the trip said, I want y'all to try a bunch of different stuff. Now, as we're walking around, I'm thinking, you know, in the US, I'd be fat, chunky, a BBW, big girl, and all that shit, right? Over in Jamaica, it's not like that. So the lady planning the trip said she wanted us to try some stuff, like I said, and what she wanted us to try was the coconut water. I don't know if you guys have had the authentic coconut water, but I had never had it before this trip, okay? Not that shit from 7-Eleven, we're talking about the real stuff. So I'm walking down the beach, and we're looking for somewhere to get the coconut water from. And we get to this stand, and there's a stand that looks like a green wheelbarrow, and it's like all green plywood all over it, right? And then it has all these fucking coconuts on it. Now, I'm not a bougie bitch by far, not at all, okay? But I had a few concerns about this man's stand. First of all, sir, how come you're not wearing any gloves? Second thing, none of your straws have wrappers on them. Why do your straws not have wrappers on them? They come with fucking wrappers in the box. Like, come on. Third thing, you have no soap, you have no water, you have no hand sanitizer. You don't even have that blue liquid shit they put the combs and the razors in at the barbershop. So how the fuck did you clean anything out here? But like I said, I'm not the type to fight or, you know, go for a bunch of rowdiness. So when he picked up his machete to cut my coconut open, I just shut the fuck up at that point. So now he takes the coconut and they take a lime. It's a real small lime, and they squeeze the lime in the coconut. The problem was not the lime. The problem was his fucking hands looked like he had been on 95 doing this for like 3 years, right? So now I got this dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water that I got to drink like it's Hennessy because he got a machete and I'm a bitch, okay? So I'm walking down the beach with my dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water. And I hear a voice in the distance, and the voice is like, hey, girl. And you see me, I don't think he's fucking talking to me, so I kept walking, you know? So I'm walking down the beach with my dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water, and I hear the voice again, and the voice is like, hey, girl with the fire locks. I like your shape. Now I got a fucking attitude, yo. Like, first of all, who you talking to, sir? I'm on the beach with Timberlands on. I am a thug. Who are you talking to? Okay? It is hot. I have on work boots. I am a thug, okay? Now I'm walking down the beach a little bit further with my dirty lime, lukewarm coconut water. And I hear the voice again. And the voice is like, hey, girl with the fire locks. I like your shape. Yeah, you strong body girl. I don't even know what the fuck a strong body girl is. What the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck a strong body girl is. But whatever it was, it made me gay as a motherfucker at this point. I was like, hey, boo. Shaking my ass, bending over for him and shit. Just acting all extra feminine. That's when it happened. He stopped this tractor across the street and he came over to me. He stopped this tractor across the street and he came over to me. And when he got close, his dick touched my thigh. And my whole leg got hot instantly. It's because I'm allergic to it. So, and at the same time, I realized something about myself. Not only was I allergic to the dick, but I was scared of the dick. Not scared of him, but scared of the dick. Because when he walked up on me and his dick touched my thigh, simultaneously, my ass got tight. I didn't know fucking where. Like, think about it. If somebody runs up on you right now and they're just like, boom, out of nowhere. Before you start running or before you holler at anything, what happens? Boom, your ass always gets tight, right? Ass always gets tight when you're scared. He walked up on me, his dick touched my thigh, my ass got tight. I said, no, sir, you're going to have to get that green card another way. Fuck this. Like, picture me with a guy. Seriously. Like, picture me with a dude. Yeah. Like, we laying in the bed together. We split a pack of wife beaters and boxer briefs. Like, come the fuck on. Like, nah, I can't do it. And I don't understand how women these days, they deal with these old men. I don't know if you guys see these younger women with these old guys. I don't get it. Because, like, first of all, any man named Rufus is not sexy, okay? You're not going to convince me Rufus is a sexy man. Second of all, he has on all corduroy, okay? Why is he wearing all corduroy and it's unbuttoned in the front with a big patch of black hair and 73 gold chains, all different lengths in it? So you get this man and you figure you can bring him around your son. He can teach your son how to be a man. Your 6-year-old son how to be a man. I don't think so. You got to run errands one day. You call Rufus. Hey, Rufus, can you come get my son today? I just need you to watch him. Rufus comes on over in his Eldorado with spinning rims on it or some shit like that. He pulls up, he gets your son, put your son in the car, they go take off. You go handle your business for the day. You come back to pick your son up, but now your son seems a little bit different. Just a little bit different. You think you want to do something special for him. You know, kids like junk food, so you get ready ahead to take him to McDonald's. He doesn't want to go to McDonald's. He says, pull into the gas station. Reaches in his pocket, hands you 2 crisp $1 bills and say, play 332 dollar straight dollar box. Get the fuck out of here. He's 6 fucking years old. You go to take him home. You go to put SpongeBob on the TV. He's like, no, Ma, change the channel. Turn on In the Heat of the Night. Get the fuck out of here. He's 6. He's 6. He's the only kid in school that's fucking wearing polyester sweatsuits every fucking day. Don't leave him with Rufus anymore. And Rufus is not a sexy, virile man at all. Like, there's nothing sexy about having spare change, breath mints, you know, house keys, and your balls in the same pocket. There's no way in the world. There's no way. There's nothing sexy about that. So I don't get it. Leave it alone. I'll probably end on this. I'm not sure what my time is, Lisa.
Oh, whenever you're doing well. You got all the time you want.
Oh.
We love you. We love you, D-Lo.
Yeah, but I got alcohol and weed in here, so I ain't got that much time. Hell no. Hell no. So I'll end on this. I used to be, contrary to what most people would think, I used to be a substitute teacher. Go figure. Somebody let me around there fucking kids, right? And I have friends that have children, their kids are in school and all that good stuff. And I noticed, just my point of view and from what people I've seen around me, a lot of parents don't really pay attention as much to the education as they do to what the child has on or what kind of shoes or this brand and that brand. And that's just the wrong way to think. I don't really agree with it. I got this friend, she has a kid, and she was telling me how her son was voted best dressed in school. You know, she was just bragging, you know, little Michael was voted best dressed 3 years in a row. And I'm just egging the whole shit on because I'm ignorant as fuck. So she's, little Michael, he was best dressed 3 years in a row. 3 fucking years in a row. I said, really? 3 years in a row, bitch? She said, yes, 3 years in a row. I said, really? 3 years in a row? She said, yes, 3 years in a row. I said, he should be the only one to win the award. He's been in elementary school for 17 years, bitch. He's 19 in the 3rd grade. Who the fuck else is going to win? The teacher? He's the only one that can't do detention because he got to clock in. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. It's time. It's definitely time for me to start drinking. Anybody who would like to follow me on Facebook can find me at Plain Old D-Lo, on Instagram at Red Cup Low, and probably in front of the liquor store in about 10 minutes. Have a great evening. Great job, everybody. I'll catch y'all later.
Oh my goodness, keep it going for D-Lo, everyone. Oh my goodness. Everyone, that was Gals and Giggles for February 11th. I thank you all so much for joining. I really do think this is one of the best comedy shows ever. So you really going for a great show. Everyone, give a round of applause to all the comics you saw today. You had Ritu, Angelo, Robin, Gina, Hey, and D-Lo, and I've been your host, Stacey Axler, and right now I'm going to kick it back over to Lisa Martin to give you some more news and things you need to know.
Thank you so much. That was an awesome show, everyone, and thank you to Stacey Axler for hosting Gals and Giggles, our last trio, the last 3 months.
Yes.
We
Elisha's
love
up. What's your name?
Great
Elisha.
show. I think we're getting Zoom bombed. I think we are getting Zoom bombed. Who was that? Anyway, we have more comedy for you. Well, Improbable Comedy is offering a free show on Valentine's Day.